Hi everyone, it's Paperworm and I'm back with another video. I was about to decorate 8 pages in my journal or make 4 journal spreads, and I was thinking, yeah, why not taking you along with me, because then we have another video, right? And some people seem to enjoy them a lot. So let me just... I should have done this beforehand, but you know, this thing is somehow extremely in my face. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. All right. Yeah, we still have all of this. I will combine pastel colors with a lot of black. So I printed out some random images from the internet because I like pastel goth stuff. Have no clue who those images belong to, so don't sue me, please. So yeah, because I watercolored all the pages, they are a little bit unflat. Unflat is maybe not a word, but you know what I mean. So nope. I can maybe eventually use this too. Maybe use some skeletons eventually. I don't know. I have exactly, I think, oops, 8 images. So I can use 2 per spread. Yeah. So I didn't make any video yesterday because yeah, I said I can potentially make one per day, but let's be realistic. That's probably not happening. I had some really bad sleep in the past 2 days, and this night I could finally sleep a little bit more, so I kind of felt I have enough energy, you know, to make another video. I mean, technically, decorating is not like, you know, so exhausting, but, you know, sometimes I'm really lazy. When I'm tired, I'm not able to speak properly or think properly, and that's a big problem. Since we have creepy cute, how about this? I really love this tape. It was a present from my friend Trish. I should say our friend Trish, but she's not making videos anymore, which is really sad. Really, really sad. So some of you may do not know her. This is why I'm saying. Sometimes I say names of people here. You know, I have got this from Crystal or Megan or whoever. And some of you may don't know who those are. But the ones who have spent longer time with me or in the journaling community know those people, you know. They're basically all the people who have been here for years. Like Crystal is a journal tree, and Megan is Megan's diary, and oh my god, my brain is still not working, but yeah, you get the point. Yeah. Oh gosh, don't count on me. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. That looks weird, but okay, we take it. This is a little bit more purple, and just this, maybe. This. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I don't really have any news. The only news I have is that all my infections in my mouth went away. And now I can brush without being in pain. Isn't this nice? So even though I had so much like fear when it comes to the dentist, I'm really glad that I went, and I'm glad that things got a lot better. Basically, they got back to normal after so long, which I'm very grateful for. Oops, there's a little bit of glue missing. So if you hear me sniffling, I have allergies, okay? I'm pretty sure I don't have corona. I don't even believe all of this anymore. Every single day I get more and more information. Like, I even saw American videos of people who go to hospitals and see that there's nothing going on, no people on the ICU, no people dying, and while the media is portraying it as, you know, there are thousands of people dying every day or whatever, which somehow something doesn't match up here. So you all should, like, instead of panicking, you know, research, because something is wrong, very wrong. I suspect they will soon get rid of paper money. And then when everything is digital, we cannot really like save up anymore. You know, when a bank is getting like when they break, your money can just be gone in a second. And everything you do is then like every transaction is digital, and then know exactly what you buy. I was already never using those what was it? Those points that you can collect when you go shopping, because I didn't want them to know what I'm shopping. I wanted that to be private. What is it called? Oh my god. Do you think I could remember the fucking name? I need to look this up. Payback. Oh my god, yes, payback points. Yeah. We have this in every single store where you can have like a card, and then you know, with everything you buy you get some points, right? And I always refuse this. Because I didn't want them to save my shopping behavior, or, you know. Wait, those both pictures have some stars, no? Do we have black and stars somewhere? Oh god, I have to go digging in my washi tapes. But this is not black but dark blue. Well, yeah, anyway, I'm not sure what the total goal of this hysteria is. But it starts to go on my nerves. I don't even watch my mainstream media anymore. Like, I was following them before on YouTube. I don't have a TV, but I was watching what they have to say every night on YouTube, and I stopped doing that because Well, it's utterly bullshit. You know, I I cannot take it anymore. So you see so many. You can find this on YouTube everywhere. Like I found those German videos of people going into hospitals and check. Our hospitals here are empty as well. I know because my mom worked in hospitals before, and her friends too. And they still have all the colleagues, you know, from back then. They say nothing is going on, nothing at all. And I don't know why they are not spilling the beans. Like, why are not nurses and doctors coming out and say, listen, there's nothing going on? Probably because maybe they are afraid to lose their jobs. I mean, they watch the media too, right? And then they go to work in the morning and see that somehow nothing is going on, right? So, you know what I mean? It must be very weird. And all the centers where they are testing, they are also empty. There are not even any tables, like nothing. No people, no tables, no tests. And I don't understand. I heard that Britain did already declare the coronavirus in the beginning of March or middle of March. They already declared it as like unimportant, you know, like nothing to worry about anymore. So just saying, maybe you could do some research and figure out what's happening. I'm fearing a total transparent police state where we have no freedom anymore and stuff like that. Maybe it's not about us little fishes, you know, maybe it's just a bigger goal of, you know, when countries have to borrow money from other countries to save their economy and stuff like that. Maybe it has something to do with this, but who knows? We need to fight back, you know, if they try to cut our freedom. We need to enhance this somehow. I have maybe I could maybe make some black crosses, or we stamp some black hearts everywhere, because this is still too empty, still too, I mean, I'm gonna use those pens when writing. I wanted to put purple here, pink here, and blue here. I cannot use the green one. The green one of this, of those big fun crystal. This is too light. This is too bright. I will use here black, just normal black, yeah. But yeah, our stationery store's closed, so the only place where I can get any stationery right now is the supermarket. And they had some pens, and I also bought big Gelosity. I have no clue how you say this, but here, very scratchy. I cannot use this. I can use this on normal paper. Like even school supply paper is better than this journal. The scratches on my journal like crazy. This is the only problem when you have watercolored your page. It's like so wrinkly that the washi tape doesn't want to stick, or now it has made this fold. we're gonna fix that. No problem. So yeah, I'm talking about this topic because I don't know what to believe anymore. No? I'm worried about our future. That's all. And like, you know, they say the coronavirus is one of many and it's just a flu virus. And of course, we have antibodies in our body because we probably came in contact with it a long time ago. And so when they test us, of course, the test would be positive, right? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just weird. Let's talk about something else. But there's nothing. Like, I don't even know what to talk about other than my life and my thoughts. Well, last night I had my first coronavirus nightmare. Like, I was somehow trapped in some underground bunker basement thing, and they turned me into a vampire. And I tried to flee from this place because they were still sucking my blood. I don't know why. Like, the master vampires were drinking our vampire blood for whatever purpose. And I wanted to flee from this place. And it was also some kind of hospital. Like, it was the basement of a hospital, I think. And when the vampires attacked, I ran to a corona patient who was also a vampire, I think. And he did bite his own lip. And I went and I didn't kiss him, but I sucked his blood from his lips to infect myself with coronavirus. And then all of a sudden, the master vampires were not interested in me anymore. So, you know, it's like, okay, there's something going on that not even the vampires want. All right, that was a fun dream. Because while I was searching for the way out, I was opening a lot of doors and a lot of cupboards, and one of them had jewelry, a lot of jewelry, like a lot of pretty rings. It looked like someone had collected them from victims or something, and I was taking them, and well, because no one cared anyway. like diamonds, you know. And I found tools and other things. I don't know. It was fun. I like those dreams where you go into a house and you start to rummage in other people's things and find things and steal things. Somehow I enjoy this a lot. Maybe because in reality you cannot do that, right? Like, I have never done this in any, like when you go to someone else's place and look through their things. I have never done this because obviously this is nothing that you are supposed to do. It's almost as bad as stealing, right? Invading someone's privacy. But in a dream doesn't hurt anyone. except if we figure out that dreams are actually visits to another dimension and we actually did invade someone's privacy in in that dream in the other dimension. I don't know, man. At least I can say it's not my fault because I did not ask for to dream this, right? This cheap was this roll was super cheap, like 50 cents, but it did also already, it's yellow. Like they had laying it open. Oh my god, my English. They had it on a shelf and it turned yellow because of that. You should store your washi tapes in a box. Even in my drawer, they become yellow sometimes. Even if this is not opened all day. There's still too much air. I think I will buy an air sealed box, plastic box for them. I think I will place black hearts here. Maybe 3 down, 3. Yeah, I need to do something in the corners. Perfect. That the tape stops exactly after 3 thingies. So yeah, maybe we can make some here too. I try to be a little bit quicker, but maybe this will turn out as a 40-minute video again. And if so, then I'm really sorry. Really, really sorry. I mean, some people enjoy them. If you're not one of those people, then just don't watch. I'm not forcing you at all. And I don't earn money with my videos. I just offer to people who like to decorate with me. Maybe I could add some blue. Nee. Only black and pastel. So remember I told you I bought like a 50s pack of face masks, and I have given away some. Like I always carry some of them in like sealed plastic bags with me. If someone thinks they need one, I give it to them. And so our friend who works at a kiosk was asking if I could give her 3 more, probably for her family. And of course I said yes. And when I went there to bring it, she gave me an exchange beer, like she owns that kiosk, so she can just give me whatever she wants from her stash, you know, and she was asking me what I wanted for it. And at first I wanted nothing, of course, but I looked at the fridge with the cold beer, and I was like, "Hey, what about a beer?" And she opened it and gave me 3 bottles from like a really expensive brand. So yeah, that was cool, I guess. Now I have beer. Having beer is better than not having beer. That's for sure. In case you're wondering what watercolors I use, because I don't know, people are always so interested in my journal supplies. I am using those. They are by Igor Trestoy, and they are $25. I got them from an art store, like an art supply store, and you only get those little things, and this plastic thing you can buy extra for like $2 or something. So yeah, those are really good colors, like not like the biggest artist colors you have ever seen, but a lot better than those cheap school supply ones. They have less chalk and more intense colors, and for $25 is not the world for something you're gonna use for years. No, that's what I mean. Like I do invest sometimes in, like I also bought a good set of colored pencils that were also $25. Normally I would use those for kids, those really cheap ones, but I decided to invest in some. They are from the brand Koh-i-Noor and are called Polycolor. They are basically a knockoff of the Faber-Castell. I don't know what they are called, but something similar. And they're really good. They are oil-based, not wax-based, which means you can stack the colors on top, you know, and they are really vibrant. And yeah. So sometimes it's good to invest in some good materials if you can, because you're using those things for a long time. No? I need some black hearts. Those were yesterday's pages. I had already the idea in mind with pink and black, but the pink was too bright. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of too bright colors. I wish they were a little bit more pastel, but they're more like neon, and I really don't like that. Oh, whatever. We're gonna deal with it today because I bought them. The package of those fun ballpoint pens was $1.99, and euro is pretty much the same as dollar, so you know what I'm talking about. But I know $1.99 is not the world, but still, it's still money. So I bought it, I'm gonna use it. Then I have to just combine it with a lot of black to make it work. So makes everything a little bit more dark. So we're gonna continue this. My ink pad is slowly drying out. I need to buy a new one. But all the stationery stores are now closed. God knows when they're gonna reopen. I know you can buy some stamp ink online, or also ink pads. I did some one time. I did put pen ink, fountain pen ink, on a stamp pad, and here in the corner, I put some blood red, and it worked. But the fountain pen ink is really liquid and it soaks into the paper. It bleeds through, you know, so it's not ideal. It was just an experiment. There's definitely a difference between stamping ink and fountain pen ink. I wonder if there's anything more I can tell you. But sometimes you have those days where you just have nothing to say, you know. I already talked about the topics that are in my head, and that's pretty much it. Oh, oh yeah, I wanted to thanks everyone who have given me names in the last video. I wrote them all down and I'm already using them for my 100 baby challenge. Like, I also made different different Sims that will be the fathers of those babies. Because those names come from different regions. So I want the babies to match, like nationality wise, you know, and how they look. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with this game. I'm gonna celebrate so hard when I finally finish that challenge. Maybe we can have something more black here and there. So let's see what it could be. Where's my solid black tape? Solid black, where are you? What could I do here? I really don't know. See, sometimes I do just things that seem to make no sense, but I don't care. I just do it. And I see the outcome later. And if it looks like crap, I don't care either. It's just like a spontaneous burst of creativity is always cool. And besides, I don't need to make it pretty for anyone. It's just for me. I mean, technically, you know, I always say the journal is for you, but you know, at the same time, I'm sharing my journals. So, but still, what I do is for me to keep, right? Not for you. You can look at it, but in the end, I'm doing it for me. Don't want to waste so much tape. What's the time? 36? I have to hold my hand there because the timer is white and I can only see the time on dark background. I will try to finish up before 40. Before 40. I'm hungry, even though I had breakfast and cookies. Oh, okay, it's 6 in the evening. I didn't see that. Oh, okay. Maybe it's about time to get hungry and cook dinner. That's it. Okay. I finished today's pages and now I will just go on and write over them, but I will not show this because the video is long enough. I can show the finished pages next time. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.